first of back-to-back games between these two teams at the Garden tomorrow night. And our Just for Men goals against average stat brought to you by Just for Men Hair Color. As the goalie keeps his team in the game, you stay in the game with Just for Men Hair Color. Henrik Lundqvist making his 70th start of the season. That ties a Rangers team record shared by Johnny Bauer, Gump Worsley, and Eddie Jockman, who did it twice. He has had quite a season. There's the captain, Jaromir Jagr. He's had goals, 3 goals in his last 5 games as he starts to produce some offense. That's a veteran man. How about this youngster, 22-year-old Jack Hillen out of Colorado College, making his NHL debut, signed by the Islanders as a free agent, and was a good point scorer in college.
Now led the national hockey, or the NCAA in points by a defenseman.
Tonight's game brought to you in high definition by Panasonic. It's time to bring back family time. Panasonic, ideas for life. Islanders have won 4 of the 6 meetings between these two teams. Guerin, Vasicek, Bergenheim, Freddie Meyer, and now Radek Martinek on for the Islanders. Rangers have Mark Stahl and Michael Rozabal on defense. Dubinsky, Jagr, and Straka, the opening line. Jagr has scored 25 goals against the Islanders.
In this building, actually,
at the Nassau Coliseum.
Yeah, in this building more than any other player.
Dubinsky in the corner, working against Freddie Meyer. Meyer did a good job against him. Bergenheim slides it across. Here's Martinek. Martinek with the lead for Kyle Oposo. Another young man out of college playing in his 8th NHL game. That's a giveaway to Richard Park, who turns it the other way. That shot save made by Lundqvist on the shot by Blake Como, number 57. Oposo, number 21. First round draft pick, 7th overall by the Islanders last year. This is Blake Como around the net. Rangers have Gomez, Avery, and Pukon. Como controlling the puck well, and he retrieves it again.
Now they say about Como is that he's very patient with the puck.
Richard Park dropped it off for Berard, but Gomez broke it up. And a good job by the Islanders, keep it in momentarily. Then Gomez with a nice play. Gomez takes it in, and that's broken up by Drew Fada. Fada in his 4th game of the season, his 7th career NHL game. Avery knocks down Oposo. Gomez slowed down by Martinek, who's right back on. Dublowitz gives it away to Callahan, centers, and there's a long shot and a save by Dublowitz. Backman taking the shot. That centering feed was for Nigel Dawes, was broken up in front.
Yeah, I believe it was Berard that deflected the puck out to the point.
This is the key stat for the Rangers. If they win tonight, they are in the playoffs. If they earn a point and Washington gets only 1 against Tampa Bay, Rangers are in. If Washington loses against Tampa Bay, Rangers are in.
I think the Rangers better win.
That's the best way to do it. Don't leave it for anybody else.
Washington doesn't look like they're going to lose.
Broken stick on the ice belonging to Franz Nielsen, the centerman for the Islanders. Dawes knocked away. Jack Hillen, number 38, is on the ice. He's from Minnetonka, Minnesota.
He said he was kind of nervous, but you know, he hasn't played for over a week because of his team, Colorado College, losing out in the NCAA playoffs.
Vasicek with a good pass to Guerin. His shot toward the net deflected up into the netting, and play stops. There's a look at the, we will have a look at the young man, Jack Hillen.
Short shift, but that's, you know what, it's a thing to do when you get out there for the first time.
5'11", 200 pounds, 22 years old, and as Joe mentioned, led the NCAA in points by a defenseman.
37 points, 41 games. I asked him about his shot. He says, I don't like the slap shot. He said, I like to use the wrist shot. He says when you use a slap shot, the goaltender can hear it. It makes it easier for him to make the save. That's an interesting thought about the shot, yes. Isn't it?
Jagr clearing it out. Jagr, Dubinsky, and Straka back on. Islanders have Rob Davison and Freddie Meyer on defense. Guerin, Vasicek, and Bergenheim up front. Islanders with a long list of injured players. I mean, you start with the franchise man, Rick DiPietro, and go to Brendan Witt and Ruslan Fedotenko and Andy Sutton and Mike Sillinger.
You know, and Sam, a lot of these injuries, and not just, you know, a bruised knee or a sore ankle or, you know, an injured shoulder. I mean, these are serious injuries where players have missed all kinds of time.
Required surgery. Yager. Puck deflects over the glass into the crowd. We've played 3 minutes, 37 seconds. There's no score in the game.
Here's Kyle Oposo. As you mentioned, Sam, #1 pick. He started this season. He was, his last shift, he was out there against Sean Avery, and Sean Avery trying to welcome him to the National Hockey League.
He's from the U.
He played half the season. He left the University of Minnesota halfway through.
Girardi broke his stick. Blake Como races to the puck and centers, and a save by Lundqvist. Beautiful save. A great play. Como with a great setup for Kyle Oposo.
And I'll say this. We've played about 4 minutes, and the better team thus far, the sharper team, has been the Islanders. They've got more jump to their game. This is a great save. Lundqvist has had to make a couple of good saves here in the first 4 minutes.
Girardi had to play soccer with a rebound.
Yeah, Girardi without a stick. And Oposo with the quick shot. They think Oposo is going to be a top 6 forward on this Islander team. You watch him, he's always got his stick on the ice, like most good goal scorers do. Jack Capuano, the head coach down in Bridgeport, taught him that. There's a big
hit by Trent Hunter. Puck played into the corner. That was on Fedor Tutin. Hunter again. Out to Brian Berard. It hops past him. Pruka races for the rolling puck. Cuts in. Berard ties him up. Good job by Berard, but he couldn't clear. Shot by Mara. Save. It pops up, and Dublowitz gloves it and holds it. So the Rangers answer back with a little speed and a little hustle.
Well, the bouncing rolling puck down the other end. Hunter tries to get it back to the point. It bounces over Berard's stick, and then here comes Pruka. And Berard does a pretty good job to come back. Gets a little bit of help. Peter Pruka getting an opportunity to get some ice time. And who knows how long Colton Orr is going to be out, and what Tom Rennie and the coaching staff is going to decide if and when they get in the playoffs.
Colton Orr is out indefinitely with a broken toe. Blair Betts is getting close to returning.
He might play tomorrow, by the way, Blair Betts.
And that's good news. Brendan Shanahan is expected to play tomorrow.
Yeah.
It'll be the final regular season home game for the Rangers. Shatan to Nielsen. His shot deflected. Good job by Dawes coming back. And it went up off the netting.
Yeah, again, we talked about the Islanders having a lot of injuries. The Rangers not nearly as many. In fact, it's been a pretty good year from that standpoint. But Brendan Shanahan, again, expected to play tomorrow. Colton Orr, we just got to wait and see how that comes along. And Blair Betts has made a much quicker recovery than everyone anticipated. So that's great news that he'll be able to get in at least a game probably before the playoffs start.
If he can't play tomorrow night, it's almost definite he'll play Sunday afternoon when the Rangers finish up at New Jersey. Right here, no score, nearly 5 minutes into the game. Stahl goes back to the puck, and it's an icing on the Islanders. New York Rangers hockey being brought to you by Budweiser, who thanks you for being a designated driver. Another new player in the Islander lineup, Kip Brennan, 27 years old.
He's a tough kid, real tough kid. He'll fight anybody. And Tom Rennie told his team, you know, don't sit back and wait. Go. You know, try to get going. But the Islanders have had a pretty good start here. I mean, these are kids, but, you know, they understand the meaning of the rivalry.
Right.
And they understand that they have to show what they have.
Yager to Stahl, back over to Roosevelt. Saw that note on Tom Rennie Monday night with a win over Pittsburgh, passing the late, great Herb Brooks in the Rangers list of winningest coaches. And congratulations to Tom as the Rangers try to make the playoffs for the 3rd year in a row under Tom Rennie.
He's a good coach. He is a real good coach. And contrary to what the captain said in the paper about this being just strictly a defensive team, it's not a defensive team. They start with the defensive end, but once you have the puck, you're allowed to go and do what you want.
Well, in my opinion, Joe, I think when you look for reasons for the Rangers surge, and they have surged since the beginning of February. Long shot, but there was an offside on the Islanders. Rangers have gotten points in 19 of 22 games since early February.
Yeah.
Largely because they've been solid defensively. There's Jason Strudwick back in the lineup. He's playing as a forward tonight.
Yeah, he might get a little bit of time back on defense if Tom Renney decides to use him there, but Jason Strudwick certainly has experience playing up front.
The Rangers always appreciate his size, experience, and strength out on the ice.
And his communication.
Good play in the neutral zone by Schustrom. Turns it to Strudwick, puts it in the corner, and Martinek back to get it. Scoreless game. Nearly 6 minutes gone by. Martinek to Guerin. Islanders captain playing it deep. Another player that's out, Mike Comrie's missing his 5th consecutive game. He's had a bad bout with a flu.
Yeah, that and a hip. I talked to him this morning. He's got this hip that's been giving him problems. He said he probably should have taken some time off, and he didn't.
Centering feed, good defensive play by Pruka. Stepped in front of Kyle Oposo. Long shot by Berard. That's blocked with a skate by Girardi. And Avery was able to clear it. Pruka bumped into the referee. Gets it to Gomez. Gomez against Berard. Around it goes to Avery. Back for Pruka. Played in front by Richard Park. And it's cleared out by Berard. Here's Park. Moving on Roosevelt. Pass for Oposo. Oposo checked by Stahl. Avery against Blake Como. Como takes it away. Nice play. Well, you notice Blake Como on the ice. Long shot. Blocked in the crowd in front. Roosevelt able to clear it out of the zone.
Yeah, Sam, that's a good point. You notice him when he's out there. He's around the puck. He just had a big hit on Avery when he didn't have the puck.
Giveaway. Shot by Callahan. Save. Oh, quick shot by Callahan. Rangers' best chance. Brought back in Franz Nielsen. Over to Miro Shatan. Now Rob Davison. Save made by Lundqvist. Hunter. Checked by Mara. Drury helps out. Puck at the side of the net. Lundqvist stops play. With 7:28.
Love the Rangers. It's about time. 43 years old. It's time to get one. It's permanent. Everyone will know. That's my team for life.
Teams will skate 4 aside. Scoreless game. Each team with 3 shots on goal. Here's Martinek, and a shot deflected wide. Shatan. Checked by Backman. Rangers have Backman and Mara. Loose puck comes to Martinek. Goes in. Save by Lundqvist. Another big save by Henrik Lundqvist. Penalty upcoming on the Rangers. Shatan with a puck. Checked by Mara. Shatan controlling. Extra skater on for the Islanders on the delayed penalty. Rob Davison with a puck. Pressured by Dawes. Davison centers. Intercepted. Whistle stops play. And a holding call against the Rangers. Looks like Christian Backman will go off, and the Islanders will have a 4-on-3 power play advantage.
And the story of the game thus far has been Henrik Lundqvist. He has made some big-time saves. The shots, again, are fairly close, but the opportunities that the Islanders are getting are excellent. There's the penalty on Backman. That was as he was trying to defend against Miro Shatan. But look at this chance on that play. Left all alone was Martinek. And again, Lundqvist having to make a big save. 4-on-3 now for the Islanders.
So the opportunity here. Islanders 0 for 11 on the power play in their last 3 games. Backman for holding at 8:02. Vasicek. Rangers have 2 defensemen, Stahl and Roosevelt, with Chris Drury. Guerin with a quick shot and a save by Lundqvist. Islanders with 3 forwards, Guerin, Shatan, and Vasicek. Ryan Berard, the lone defenseman.
Sam, we've talked so much about the Rangers trying to get their power play going. We sometimes forget about how good their penalty killing is. That's won games for them.
Rangers penalty killing 22 for their last 23. Guerin pass across off the boards, and the Rangers have moved up to 8th in the league on the penalty kill.
Well, Drury has been absolutely spectacular in all phases of the game. Face-offs, blocking shots, scoring big goals, killing penalties.
Scott Gomez had an equipment problem, had to go to the Rangers locker room, and with play continuing, he's standing in the corridor waiting for play to stop so he can get back to the bench.
Yeah, the entrance is down in the corner.
Good play by Girardi standing up against Guerin. Chatan swings it around the boards for Berard. 10 seconds to go in the 4-on-3. 40 seconds to go on the power play. Guerin. Now Chatan back to Guerin. Callahan and Meyer back on the ice. Shot by Chatan goes wide. It's a 5-on-4. Power play for the Islanders. Berard in deep with a puck. Back pass out of the zone. 20 seconds to go in the man advantage. Dublowitz comes out to play it to Guerin. Roosevelt checks him. Schustrom off the board. Strange carom all the way out. Martinic. Oposo. Back to Martinic. And now it's Hillen. And that was tipped by Schustrom. Good play to get in the passing lane. Guerin. Power play is over. Good penalty kill by the Rangers. No score in the game. Past the midway point of the first period. 9:50 to go.
That was excellent, the penalty kill. They didn't get a good chance on Henrik Lundqvist.
Kyle Oposo slowed down by Pruka. Stahl tried to move it. Good hit by Oposo to take it back, and then the Rangers recover. Hillen plays it deep, but it goes over the glass and into the crowd. 9:31. If they win tonight, they are in. If they get a point, Washington gets only 1 point in their game against Tampa Bay. Rangers get in. If Washington loses, Rangers are in. Pittsburgh can clinch the East if Montreal loses to Buffalo. Carolina can clinch their division if Washington loses to Tampa Bay. The Devils can clinch the number 4 seed if the Rangers lose to the Islanders. Ottawa can clinch a playoff spot if they win over Toronto, and Washington gets less than 2 points.
I'm glad you've got that down.
There's a lot
going on. I'm glad that's you figuring all that out for us.
Back to even strength. One thing noticeable already for the Islanders is they've cut down on the shots against. Over the last 2 games, they have really been bombarded. They got 54 shots to Philadelphia and 47 the other night.
Ted Nolan changed his system. He's got the wings playing on the boards in the neutral zone, and he's trying to force teams to have to dump the puck in and have a forward go back and get it. He's trying to do anything he can to protect this very young defensive group that he's got on the ice.
Avery sticked aside by Dublowitz. Bergenheim gets it to Vasicek. Good play by Avery. That carom goes right by Dublowitz, and Gomez plays it against Rob Davison. Girardi across for Tooten. Back behind the net. Gomez against Davison. And is fired off the glass and out. Tooten recovers. Now Girardi. Rangers have not had sustained pressure on the Islanders thus far in the game.
Ted Nolan said coaching in junior hockey has helped him prepare for the situation he's in right now with all these injuries that he's got.
A lot of new names, new faces. Drury. Cross corner. Davison with Callahan on him. Callahan finishes his check. Nice hustle by Drury. Drury working against Franz Nielsen. Now it's Backman. Callahan in deep. Shots are even at 4 apiece. 7.5 minutes to go, first period. Miro Chatan. Now Backman moves it up to Nigel Dawes. Behind Callahan, Berard takes over. Mara against Park, fired off the boards. Drufada tried to keep it in. It was outside, and it's whistled down for an offside on the Islanders.
Well, it just seems like game in and game out we keep talking about Ryan Callahan and how his involvement with and without the puck. He and Rob Davison. Davison's a big guy, but Callahan, as we know, not nearly as big as most players in the game. Has that big heart, though. He's not afraid to run into anybody. And again, in this game, he and Davison have a little something going.
As we mentioned, Blake Como is noticeable for the Islanders. For the Rangers, you notice Ryan Callahan every night because he's hitting somebody.
And he's been a key part of the penalty killing for the Rangers.
Roosevelt behind the net. Just under 7 minutes to go. First period. No score in the game. Pass intended for Yager. All the way down. It's an icing on the Rangers. This April, MSG rocks with concerts, movies, and the Rangers race for the NHL playoffs. MSG at the Movies premieres Martin Scorsese's acclaimed documentary, Lightning in a Bottle. One unforgettable night celebrating the Blues. Lightning in a Bottle premieres Monday night at 7:30. MSG rocks this April. Jágr plays it back. Mark Stahl, met by Bill Guerin. Made by Dublowitz. Dublowitz with another save, and he holds on. Good pressure by the Rangers. It just looks like they're starting to build something offensively.
They need to, because again, the Islanders got a better start to this period. Now Bill Guerin's heading to the penalty box for the Islanders. A slash, and so there it is there. The slash by Bill Guerin on Jágr. I'm telling you, when Jágr skates, he draws penalties. He's on the move. There's the slash by Guerin, the second one. And so the Rangers with their first power play of the game.
And their power play has shown life in recent games. Last 3 games, 5 power play goals. 5 for their last 12. Straka, Dubinsky, Jágr, Rozabal, and Backman start the power play. Straka, Dubinsky at the top of the crease. Backman. Shot by Jágr, he scores! Jaromir Jágr! It's a power play goal! And the Rangers take a 1-0 lead.
As Tom Rennie been saying, shoot the puck, get players to the net, move around. This is a good play by Backwatch. He'll go one way and then just throw it back. But the pass was important because it was in an area where Jágr could take the shot. It wasn't too hard, but hard enough to get to him in a hurry. And then Jágr with the quick shot uses Martinic and Straka in front as a screen. And I don't think Dublowitz saw this as it hit the post and went in. So the Rangers, a big power play goal. In fact, did that hit somebody? Straka was there, but I thought it went right through, but it might have just tipped Straka on the leg as it eluded Dublowitz.
If it's Jágr's goal, that'll be 4 goals in the last 6 games for Jaromir Jágr.
Be a nice time to start heating up, wouldn't it?
And the power play is their 6th power play goal in the last 4 games. So the Rangers have the lead. Franz Nielsen with a shot knocked away. The rebound was stopped. Nice try on the rebound by Miro Chatan. Pruka. Gomez, quick snapshot goes wide. Avery plays it back, took a hit from Hunter. Shot by Mara, tipped by Gomez wide. And it deflects off the netting. 5:23 to go. First period. Rangers.
You know, replay. Jaromir Jágr on the power play. Gets the pass from Backman. Lets it go immediately. And look at all that screen in front. Dublowitz, a goaltender. Look at him look around. Has no idea where it is. Straka was in the perfect position. It goes off the near side post and in the net on the other side. And the power play comes through for the Rangers.
There's the numbers. Jaromir Jágr, 4 goals last 6 games. It's time to bring back family time. Panasonic ideas for life with our digital replay. Jágr with his 22nd from the steal. Pruka shot, saved Dublowitz. And his own man, Martinic, falls on top of him. So the turnover nearly costly. Dublowitz able to come up with a big save. But now the Rangers starting to put some forecheck pressure on.
Well, it ended up on the stick of Avery, and Avery finds Pruka. There's Avery in quickly, and then just goes right over to Pruka with the shot. And the convergence on Pruka, the collision with the goaltender. There it is again, just some miscommunication. Martinic loses control to Avery, and Pruka just puts himself right there. Position, quick backhand shot. Dublowitz the save. Dublowitz has done a pretty good job controlling his rebounds in this first period.
The scoring on the goal, Jágr is 22nd. A power play goal from Backman and Straka at 13:51. 3-game point scoring streak for Jágr. Backman keeps it in. And Christian Backman now with 6 points in his last 6 games. Gomez centering, that was tipped away. Avery recovers the puck. Good job by this line of Gomez, Avery, and Pruka. They force turnovers and put some pressure on. Avery against Richard Park. Gomez in the corner, checked by Freddie Meyer, who pins him there. Kruka against Richard Park.
A penalty
Gomez
coming
taken
up.
down. Penalty on the Islanders. Freddie Meyer will go. And now we have an update on Washington, Tampa Bay. Let's go.
You've seen it on the scoreboard, perhaps. Alexander Ovechkin in the neighborhood, but Victor Kozlov is given credit right now for the goal that ties Washington and Tampa Bay at 1.
Thanks, Al, as we keep you updated on that important game in Washington.
Now the work, Sam, and you talked about this. This line has been good on the forecheck. Freddie Meyer wrapped up with Gomez, and then as Gomez tried to get away, down he went, and Meyer gets the penalty.
Meyer for holding at 15:42. Rangers' second power play. Yager scores! He does it again! Jaromir Yager! It's a power play goal, and it's 2-0 Rangers.
Now this is the Rangers first keeping the puck in, and it was Backman on the boards that kept the play alive. He's over here. He keeps the puck in, or pardon me, that was Roosevelt that kept the puck in, and that allowed Dubinsky to pick it up, and when Dubinsky looked around, he saw Yager with some space. There it is. It gives him the perfect pass, and again, it's a pass that Yager can take the shot right off the pass, and Yager is thinking shot tonight, Sam.
We talked about him coming alive, the veteran leadership.
He's shooting it.
Crunch time, and he's certainly done his job. Only his second 2-goal game of the season, his first since December 26th.
And this
Yager,
building,
wow.
he scores a lot in this building, more than any other player.
And the Rangers power play 7 for their last 14.
What a good play by Roosevelt. Sam, that was a hard play to keep in the zone because it was hard coming around the boards. And then Dubinsky, and when Yager starts thinking shot, if he starts thinking he can score, look out.
Nice play by Drury. Guerin taking it back, but it's swept out by Dawes. 3.5 minutes to go in the first period. Rangers with a 2-0 lead. Yager scores again. Dubinsky and Roosevelt, the assists at 15:50. 2 Jaromir Yager goals in less than 2 minutes. Dublowitz the save in 1:59. Yager scoring the 2 goals to give the Rangers a 2-0 lead. Dawes shoots, save, rebound just missed by Dawes. Overskated. Once again, the Rangers forcing turnovers and turning them into scoring chances.
Sam, I think this game turned when Callahan got a minor penalty for roughing. It was 4-on-4, and then the Rangers took another penalty by Backman, and they had to kill off the penalty. So Callahan, I think, got him going. They killed off the penalty.
Yager, and look at the intensity. I mean, he is just pumping up and down the ice. Roosevelt back for it. Now Dubinsky takes over. 2-0 Rangers on 2 power play goals by Jaromir Yager. Martinek tried to move it. It was blocked. Off the board, Straka knocked away. Played by Matt Keith, number 27, another of the new faces on the Islanders. Yager back in. Straka got taken down. Penalty Islanders. Miro Shatan will go for tripping.
No, Shatan didn't think he had it. I wasn't sure he had his stick there anyway. But did Straka step on his stick? And for Ted Nolan, his team had a good start. Let's see, where's the stick? Is it on the skate? Oh, he just gets a piece of the skate. Just a little nudge of the skate. And prior to that, Dawes had an opportunity. Dublowitz made a good save on him. Here's the keep in right there. It was a tough one by Roosevelt, and a real good job. And that allowed then Dubinsky to find Yager for the quick shot and a 2-0 Ranger lead.
Boy, if things happened in a hurry. Guerin at 13:31. Penalty for slashing. Meyer at 15:42. Shatan now at 17:53. 3 straight penalties to the Islanders. Rangers have cashed in on the first 2. And the Islanders batted out. Rangers here have Gomez, Drury, Avery, Girardi, and Mara to start the power play.
Well, Yager had just finished that shift.
And the Islanders able to clear all the way down. Islanders penalty killing is 28th in the league, and the Rangers have been able to take advantage early. Mara drives it in. Gomez lets it go to Avery. His pass tipped by Richard Park. Mara steps up. Drury to Avery. Now Gomez. Mara back to Gomez. Gomez pass intercepted by Hunter. Can't clear. Good keep in by Mara. Drury. Avery's in front. Girardi to Drury. To Mara for the shot. Didn't get all of it. Deflected over the top by Gomez. A minute to go in the first period. 2-0 Rangers on the power play. 48 seconds to go on the man advantage. They've kept the puck in the zone. Long shot. Drury blocked in front by Davison, and it's cleared by Meyer. Now the other unit with Jaromir Jagr on it, who's red hot.
Yeah, 35
gets out on the ice.
30 seconds remaining now on the penalty to Shatan.
Lead to Jagr from Roosevelt. Straka drives to the net. Backhander, a save made. Backman. Roosevelt to Jagr. Rangers moving the puck well. Jagr. 2 men in front. That's blocked by Martinek. Good play by Radek Martinek.
That's a very good play by Martinek. Martinek's had a good solid season.
Backman. Final seconds of the power play. Dubinsky against Martinek. Dubinsky's back pass taken away and cleared by Matt Keefe, and the power play is over. Out of the box, Shatan. Lundqvist swings it around. Period comes to an end. Jaromir Jagr with 2 power play goals, giving him 5 goals in the last 6 games as he heats up. The Rangers power play coming alive, 2 for 3 in that first period. And after a kind of slow, deliberate start, the Rangers picked it up.
Yeah, I thought so, Sam. I thought that the Rangers were kind of sitting back a little bit to see how this game was going to develop instead of being the aggressive team. The early part of the game, it was without question Henrik Lundqvist made 3-4 real good saves to keep this game scoreless. Then, as I mentioned, Callahan started getting physical, took the penalty. Then the Rangers had to kill off the 4-on-3, which they did an excellent job of doing that. And once that was over, it was the Rangers the rest of the period.
Islanders are a team that when they score in the first period, they do well. When they don't score, their record has not been very good. And the Rangers did a good job of keeping them off the board. And now we go downstairs where John Giannone is standing by with assistant coach Perry Pern. Go ahead, John.
And got to be a joyous Perry Pern seeing 2 power play goals, 7 for your last 14. What is finally starting to click?
I'm not sure. I think that, one of the things we've done really well is we've shot pucks. But, I think what starts it all is we create opportunities for ourselves by drawing penalties. And, we've talked about some of the things that we've been successful with. We've executed those earlier in the season and maybe not scored. And now some pucks are going in for us.
And that's got to be good news. Perry, thanks.
Thank you.
Perry Pern, the man who draws up the power play. That is 7 for the last 14. 2-0 Rangers after 1. When we come back, Ryan Callahan joins us in studio.
Most regular season goals in April. This is an 11-point question for the fans as we try to get you to the playoffs. Is it Adam Graves, Alexei Kovalov, or Brian Leach? A, B, or C? Text it to MSGNY 67469. John?
Yeah, you're trying to get the fans to the playoffs? It sounds like at my expense.
That's true,
John.
So I will be recruiting Deb Placey, who knows everything about Rangers' April games, to help me out on this one.
Adam
Hey, John, let me ask you something.
Leach,
Yes.
I just have a quick question for you. When you said my expense, did that include Al?
Yes.
I mean, has this become a one-man team, or is Al, it's no longer the Geowigs?
You can pretty much sum it up that when we get it right, it's an individual effort. When we get it wrong, it's a team effort.
John, good luck.
Thank you.
All right, fans, good luck as well. New York Rangers hockey is brought to you by Budweiser, who thanks you for being a designated driver. Tom Reddy looking on, knowing his team has a shot to clinch a playoff berth for the 3rd year in a row. Rangers sitting in 5th, 4 points behind the Devils.
And Sam, something you might expect with this young team and not many natural centers on this Islander team. Rangers were dominant in the faceoff circle, winning 14, losing 8.
Devils, by the way, play in Philadelphia tomorrow night. Another big game for the Flyers, and of course the Devils hoping to lock up the number 4 spot in home ice in the first round of the playoffs. Thrown out in front by Vasicek. That was brought out by Martinek. That's an offside. He stopped it on the line, but he pulled it back. And offside is whistled. Sunday night at 9:30. Watch 1,500 talented young poets compete in this year's Knicks Poetry Slam. Get a unique view of the competition as MSG goes behind the scenes and into the lives of these talented young artists. The 2008 Knicks Poetry Slam, Sunday night at 9:30, following the Knicks and the Orlando Magic on MSG. And best wishes to Donnie Walsh.
Yes.
As
President
he takes
of the
over
Knicks.
of the new,
Good luck.
as president of the Knicks. Blake Como swings it around the boards. Pruka fell down. Oposo with a puck. Avoids Teuton's hip check. Blake Como fires it across off the glass. Gomez tied up with Richard Park. Gomez away with a puck. And Sean Avery. Rangers and Islanders in Madison Square Garden tomorrow night. That'll be shirt off their back night. After the game, Rangers take the shirts off their back and give them to some lucky fans. And the Stephen McDonald Extra Effort Award tomorrow night. 2 saves by Lundqvist. Got Hunters on the rebound. Lundqvist has been really sharp in this game.
He really has. Again, the early part of the game, it was Lundqvist that made some good early saves. Now, it's going to be tough to break the spirit of this Islander team because they're all so young. There's the initial breakout by the Rangers, and then coming back the other way, Lundqvist will be forced to make a couple of saves. First one on Nielsen, and then the rebound on Hunter.
There's Shatan, whose shot was blocked by Mara. And Callahan able to come out with it. Franz Nielsen on him.
Where's Shatan going to end up next year? He's an unrestricted free agent. Has not had a great year. Has been hobbled with a knee injury for about the last 3 months since January. He's tried to play with that.
Hunter, a little drag and shot, and a good save by Lundqvist. That one bounces to Lundqvist. He scoops it up and holds it on.
You know what I mean, Sam? I mean, you've got this very young team. Even if you take a 3-0 lead against them, they're not going to lose their spirit. Right. They're going to keep coming. This is a couple of veterans, though. Hunter with a good little move, pulls the puck into an area where he can get the shot through, and it was through the legs of Roosevelt. And again, a good save by Lundqvist.
Peter Pruka with an equipment problem has gone to the Rangers locker room. Dubinsky against Wasicek. Bergenheim with a puck. Bergenheim takes it back. Shot blocked by Roosevelt. Now Yager. Straka had it knocked away by Martinek. Dubinsky there to play it. Dubinsky got involved with Bill Guerin. Straka has it back for the Rangers. Mark Stahl has quietly had, I think, a superb season. Sometimes you forget he is a rookie defenseman. He's done an outstanding job and is gradually blossoming into the Rangers' top defenseman.
Sam, I think 25 games into the season, you forgot that he was a rookie because he just didn't. He just stopped playing like a rookie. He didn't look like a rookie. He played in all the important situations, and there's someone who's young Hillen who is just starting, hoping to try and do the same thing.
That's right.
But there's it's a big jump to go from whether it's junior level to this league, or even from the American Hockey League. And Hillen is trying to make the jump from college hockey.
Yeah, I think you're right, Joe. And you know what it takes there. I mean, you've been there.
It's hard. It's very difficult, especially at that position.
Hillen's a little older, at 22, has maturity and a nice college career. That shot by Freddie Meyer, gloved side of the net by Lundqvist, and he holds on. Take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. As you know, the Pittsburgh Penguins are right up top. For the Rangers, sitting in the number 5 spot. If they win tonight, they are in the playoffs, clinching a playoff berth. Washington is in action at home against Tampa and leading 2-1 against Tampa Bay. Washington battling with Carolina. There you saw Davison take out Callahan. Played toward the net, went wide. We're told that Peter Pruka has a skate problem, and that is being worked on. Drury leaves it for Dawes. Rangers cycling. Dawes plays it to Mara toward the net. Save Dublowitz. Big rebound. Nice hustle by Dawes. Drury gets it back to Mara. And across to Backman for the shot. Saved by Dublowitz. Long rebound, and the Islanders lift it clear.
Yeah, Dublowitz has a couple of fans here. His two older brothers. He flew in for these last couple of games of the season. They're all running around, all happy this morning.
Franz Nielsen playing it back to Miro Shatan. That shot goes wide around the boards and out of the zone. Martinek recovers. A little over 4 minutes gone by. Second period. Rangers with a 2-0 lead. 2 power play goals by Jaromir Jagr in the first period. Shatan check there. Good job by Backman. Joe and I were talking with Tom Rennie and with assistant coach Mike Polino before the game. Shot by Martinek. Save made. And they like Christian Backman's play. They like what he's brought. They feel he's gaining in confidence, and he's done a good job to this point.
Yeah, he thinks he's got some upside to his game as well, and he is getting more confident. Meanwhile, Henrik Lundqvist is showing a lot of confidence here in this game. Shot goes through. Able to see that. Rangers do a good job in front of him, and Davison and Callahan have had a real battle going on in this game, haven't they? They have every opportunity. They have not passed up a chance to hit one another.
Callahan.
It's amazing what happens when you get a little confidence back. And,
oh yeah.
You know, you think about Callahan and the way he played a year ago when he got called up and he was an important part of the team, and you know, then you lose it. You know, you lose your confidence maybe because of the knee injury or whatever it was. It wasn't scoring. He didn't look like the same player.
Right.
And the coaching staff made the right decision along with Glenn Saylor. Send him back down in the minors. Let him get playing time. Let him regain some of his offensive confidence and his overall game confidence. Now he comes up and he's an important part of the team.
Berard sends it in. And that's a credit also to the coaching staff down in Hartford, Joe. They did a good job in playing him and getting his game back. Straka, Dubinsky looking for Jagr. Turns the other way and shoots. Saved by Dublowitz.
And then Dublowitz a good job at the stick. Big rebound, but he used the stick to knock it away.
That was played in, kept in by Roosevelt. I think the Islanders for a minute thought that was offside.
So did I.
Roosevelt playing it out. Rangers have Hollweg on with Strudwick and Schustrom. The fourth line. Colton Orr remains out with the injury. Blair Betts getting close to returning. Brendan Shanahan out tonight, expected to play tomorrow night. Marek Malik a healthy scratch. Coaches looking, trying to get him back in the lineup, feeling, you know, waiting to see if there's a spot where they can put him back in.
I think he'll be back in one of these last couple of games.
Tootin took a hit from Kip Brennan. Long shot blocked in front. Rangers slide it out. Tootin gives it up to Freddie Meyer. 6:10 gone by in the second. Brennan playing it around to Davison and up to Freddie Meyer. That shot. It was Matt Keith taking the shot that deflected into the corner. Gomez looking for Avery, and he steered it just wide. Beautiful play. Gomez and Avery nearly clicking.
Avery started to play in his own zone.
Here's Avery again, joined by Mara, and he's forced out of the zone. Strange to have a Rangers-Islander game the last couple of years without Brendan Witt on the ice.
Yeah,
another player that is missing from the Islander lineup.
He's going to be leaving for Florida. He's got a home down in Jupiter, and he's going to leave in a couple of days.
Dawes playing it around.
Sammy had that knee problem.
Yeah.
He hurt his knee, and they said he should be out 4 to 6 weeks. He sat out 2 weeks and came back and played. That's how tough he is.
Lundqvist makes a save. This was the last Rangers chance. Gomez head up. Nice feed to Avery. Just east if Montreal gets no points. If Buffalo comes back to win that game. Washington trying to stay alive. Now that we have a corrected score, that Washington game is 1-1. I don't know if a goal was disallowed, but they had posted a 2-1 score. Dublowitz steers that away. Stahl plays it deep.
Well, what a save. Great chance by Drury.
Drury again. That's deflected off the glass. So Washington is 1-1 with Tampa Bay. Ovechkin got his 64th.
Penalty coming up against the Islanders. Hunter knocked it out of midair and into the netting, and that's a penalty.
That's right, in the defensive zone.
Defensive zone. So the Rangers, who have 2 power play goals in this game, will get another chance. Here's Dawson, the chance, and what a save by Dublowitz. Beautiful save on Chris Drury by Dublowitz right there, and then Hunter tries to block another shot. Eventually he'll knock the puck out of midair, up and over the glass into the netting.
So the Rangers, who are 2 for 3 on the power play, get another opportunity. Yager has both power play goals, taken away by Richard Park. Backman back to check Richard Park. Park stays with it and was hit by Dubinsky. Rangers have Backman and Roosevelt, Dubinsky, Yager, and Straka. This is the unit that has scored both power play goals. Yager has both, and it's driven down the ice by Radek Martinek. Rangers 2 for 3 on the power play in the game, giving them 7 power play goals in the last 4 games. Here comes Yager. He's through. Puts it out in front, and it's cleared aside by the Islanders. Nice play by Jeremy Colleton. Yager. Martinek got a piece of that. He's tied up with Dubinsky. Dubinsky kicks it over to Straka.
And by the time Yager was able to get his hands free and get control of the puck, he was in too close.
Nice move by Vasicek, and then Backman slowed him up. And Roosevelt takes the puck back with 55 seconds to go on the power play. 11 minutes to go, second period. 2-0 Rangers. Gomez on the move. Gomez. That was knocked away by Dublowitz. Gomez retrieves the puck. Gomez, Drury, and Avery up front. Shot by Drury, saved, and the rebound kept alive by Avery. But it's cleared by Matt Keith.
Boy, a lot of these players getting important minutes, aren't they?
Right.
Killing penalties against the Rangers. Matt Keith. Some of these players that just haven't had many games.
Matt Keith acquired from Anaheim in a January trade. Girardi, good pass to Gomez. Fake, shoots, save made. Drury behind the net. Even on the, and this power play is stopped. Rangers now 2 for 4 in the game. Even on the 2 that they failed on, Joe, they moved the puck well and gotten good shots. Deflection, a save by Dublowitz on Avery. I believe Avery got a piece of that on the feed from Drury. Bergenheim plays it deep. So still 2-0 Rangers. Chatan moves it back. Shot by Hillen was blocked. Gomez brings it out. 9:45 to go in the second. Lead for Dawes. Dawes against Hillen. Hillen in his NHL debut able to tap it away. Bill Guerin's got it for the Islanders. At the point, it's Hillen. Now Martinek with a wrist shot, deflected wide of the net. Stahl bumps with Vasicek and takes the puck. Good play by Mark Stahl. Callahan with Dawes. Ryan Holweg. Knocked away by Martinek. Guerin fires it across. Blake Comeau's got the puck. Tootin goes over. Good play to pick up Comeau, and Callahan with a hit. Girardi plays it to Dawes. Callahan, good pass. Holweg. Gloved wide of the net by Dublowitz, and he holds it. 8:45 to go, second period. No scoring here in the second. Rangers a 2-0 lead.
Just get a piece of this, and Dublowitz able to handle that. And for Jaromir Jagr, he has 2 goals, and this is the one where he was getting bothered on the way in. He just got a little too close and went the other way. He was looking for his 3rd goal, and here's the first 2. Power play. Rangers, watch Jagr. Right off the pass, take the shot, and in, and then again, Islanders try to clear. Great job by Roosevelt to keep the puck in. Then Dubinsky finds Jagr again, the quick shot. And 2-0 Rangers. Jagr both goals.
It's time to bring back family time. Panasonic, ideas for life with our digital replays. Richard Park playing it back to Freddie Meyer. Quickly across Brian Berard. Rangers with a 2-0 lead on those two Yager goals. Blake Como. Penalty coming up on the Rangers. The late penalty. Meyer toward the net. Stick to side by Lundqvist.
Guessing it's Mara.
Along the boards, Oposo getting it to Como. In front, save by Lundqvist on the shot by Shatan. Another great Henrik Lundqvist save.
What a save by Lundqvist.
He's got him shaking his head.
Yeah, Shatan, he's got good hands. He's a good goal scorer, Miro Shatan. And he wasted no time. He let the shot go right off the pass, and it was just a great save. Paul Mara, meanwhile, is making his way to the penalty box. That's a hold, I believe, behind the net on Richard Park. I believe it was Park behind the net that Mara got involved with, and so the Rangers still 2-0, but the Islanders now on the power play.
Their second of the game. Did not have a shot on goal on the first one. Jack Hillen playing 1 point. Miro Shatan the other. Bergenheim, Vasicek, and Guerin up front. Rangers with Callahan and Gomez, Stahl and Roosevelt. Mara for holding at 11:55, and the Rangers able to clear all the way down. Drury comes on, replacing Gomez. Straka comes on for Callahan. And the defensive pair now is Girardi and Tuch. Around the boards, Girardi against Bergenheim. Now Guerin plays the puck. Taken away. Nice play by Straka. Straka dumps it deep. 7:20 to go, second period. Rangers with a 2-0 lead. Bill Guerin. Now Joe Vasicek deep. Hillen, wrist shot, deflected, and Guerin couldn't tee up a shot as Lundqvist knocked it away.
Yeah, Girardi, good job as well.
Shatan one-timer, that goes wide. Hard shot, but missed the net. Bounces to the side of the net. Lundqvist bats it in the corner. Bergenheim. Girardi with a good play on Bergenheim. Gomez able to clear it out.
That's a good shift of penalty killing for Dan Girardi.
Kyle Oposo on. Oposo. Bumped by Girardi. Tootin gets to the puck. Winds up, didn't get all of it. Callahan able to get it out.
And that allows the Rangers to get some fresh penalty killers on the ice by clearing it the length of the ice. Remember, this second period's a long change for both teams.
Oposo fires it into the corner. Roosevelt gets there. 10 seconds still to go in the Islander power play. Stahl against Hunter. Como trying to play it. Now Trent Hunter. Open man Meyer. Missed the shot. Oposo blocked by Stahl. Power play is over. Oposo again. Played toward the net by Davison. Drury took it away. Here's Straka. Teams are at full strength. Rangers 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. 2 for 4 on the power play. Special teams have given them the lead and maintained it. Yager toward the net. Knocked down by Meyer. And Como able to play it. Back to get it. Christian Backman. Backman works it into the Islanders zone where it's taken back by Drew Fata. Lundqvist plays it away from Kip Brennan. Brennan gets there. Mara was involved on the far side with Jeremy Colleton. Yager's pass broken up by Colleton. And Mara's back to get it with 5 minutes to go in the second. Backman moves it quickly. It's stopped by Brian Berard. Toward the net, off the glove of Lundqvist. Up the boards, Drew Fata. Now it's Sean Avery. The pass deflects into the Rangers bench and was gloved on the bench. 4:41 to go in the second period.
Now Kyle Oposo, the big plans for him to be a key Islander for years to come. He had a good chance there, and Lundqvist with a great save.
Rangers and New York Community Bank proudly support the Garden of Dreams Foundation through the Make a Save program. $10 donated for each Ranger save, $500 donated for each shutout, up to $25,000. Henrik Lundqvist with 15 saves in the game, now 16. Berard missed his shot. Rangers break out 3-on-2, now 4-on-2. Avery drop pass to Gomez, and he fires it across. Girardi, a wrister gloved high by Dublowitz, and he holds on. 4:21 to go in the second.
Yeah, Peter Pruka is always going to be around the front of the net. He just backs into Dublowitz, a little bit of contact. And eventually the high shot came from Dan Girardi. I think the puck bounced on Girardi. He didn't want to get the shot that high, which allowed Dublowitz to be able to control it.
That's the backup tonight, Mike Morrison. Called up from Bridgeport.
Now they've been sending these players, bringing them up, sending them back down. They're trying to get their Bridgeport team in the playoffs.
There's Pruka. Now Girardi moving and shooting, saved by Dublowitz. So Joey McDonald would have played for Bridgeport.
I would assume, yes.
Yeah. Guerin. And it's deep in the Ranger zone.
They had players, Sam, they were playing 5 consecutive nights. They'd come up, play for the Islanders, go back down, play the next night. Bridgeport, come back, play for the Islanders, go back down and play.
Wow. Martinek. And Davison fires to Trent Hunter. Shot by Franz Nielsen was blocked, and Pruka able to move it out to Avery. Now Gomez overskated and took himself offside. 3:29 to go.
Now Davison involved with Avery. Avery, there was a little bump when the whistle blew, and then Davison got involved. And here comes the save by Dublowitz. That's a good save. Good hard low shot by Girardi. Screen in front of him, and Dublowitz able to find it, kick it out with the right pad.
Drury against Nielsen. Drury wins it back. Roosevelt plays it. No scoring here in the second period. Nielsen takes it away from Roosevelt, but it's out of the zone. And Dawes picks it up with Drury. 2-on-1. Dawes shoots, save. Dublowitz.
Now Dublowitz, he tried to look Dublowitz off. Dawes did by looking to his left, hoping that Dublowitz would maybe make a move or open the legs, and then he tried to slide the puck through him. And Dublowitz stayed with him.
Good job on the transition once the Rangers grabbed the puck.
Oh, Dawes was quick. Dawes was quick with his stick and his skates to free that puck and go the other way. 2-on-1.
Meyer banks it off the boards. Roosevelt goes back to get it. Richard Park on the forecheck for the Islanders. Straka moving it across. Jágr just off the bench. Jágr with the 2 goals here tonight, giving him 27 at Nassau Coliseum. As Joe mentioned earlier, more than any other player, any other visiting player to score here. Dublowitz swings it around the boards, and Mara comes down to get it. Straka missed it with his skate, and Berard plays it ahead. Mara taken out by Fata, and Richard Park moves in with a shot blocked by Backman. Straka is tied up by Blake Como, and Backman got a piece of him. Now Como back to Fata. Saved by Lundqvist. And Jágr able to move it out to Straka. 1:40 to go in the second. Dublowitz. Blocked by Gomez. Gomez takes it deep. Jágr started off, but when Gomez got possession, Jágr turned, get back in the play.
Smart play.
Yeah.
Good chance he'll get the puck.
Here's Jágr toward the net, tip wide. Vasicek. Now the Rangers complete the line change. And Girardi back to the puck. Tootin for Avery. Under a minute to go in the second period. Rangers with a 2-0 lead. No scoring here in the second. If you joined us late, Jaromir Jágr with 2 power play goals in the first period. And after the Islanders had some good early chances, the Rangers have settled in defensively as Vasicek to Guerin. Toward the net, saved by Lundqvist. And Lundqvist has been sharp from the outset.
He hasn't had to stop second chance opportunities.
Scramble in front, and Lundqvist dives on top to stop play. 28.1 to go in the second period.
Now the Rangers have been quick on the puck. There's Callahan, does a nice job on the stick of Davison, so Davison can't control it, and then get some help afterwards. And then Shatan tries to get there, but Dawes uses his speed and his stick to come over and create the 2-on-1. And there you saw him, he just looks one way, tries to get Dublowitz to change. And Yager had that opportunity, but elected to try and pass to the front of the net instead of taking the shot.
Gerard was able to deflect it away. Puck around the boards. Dawes against Trent Hunter. Martinek wide of the net. Chased down by Matt Keith. Hunter hit by Girardi. Stays with it. Pass deflected, and Callahan able to push it out. Callahan against Jack Hillen. Hillen, Callahan, the referee all involved. Callahan with a great effort. Saved by Dublowitz, and the puck put in after the horn sounded. The green light had gone on. It's not a goal. Drury put it in, but the period had come to an end.
Now there's going to be a penalty, Sam. A penalty against the Islanders, Hillen, for holding. And the whistle had kind of blown, and you're right, the buzzer, the period had ended before the puck went into the net.
But Callahan, a great effort.
Oh, it's an excellent play. Excellent play. He wouldn't give up on the play. He tries to put him past Hillen. Hillen stays there. Callahan just keeps going. Now the holding comes right there. And so the penalty was going to be against Hillen for holding. There it is again. I mean, it's just a good effort by Callahan. Hillen trying to hold him off, and eventually takes the penalty. Good opportunity right at the end. The Rangers needed one more second to take a 3-0 lead. Again, Callahan, keep the feet going, keep using your strength, keep going one way. That's what an effort. What an effort. This line tonight has been good. They've been around the puck. They've created scoring chances. The Rangers will start the third period on the power play.
End of 2. No scoring in the second, but the Rangers maintain a 2-0 lead. Marty Straka joins John in April. 11 points for the fans who believe it's Adam Graves. Joe, what do you think?
I'm going to go with the fans.
You're going Adam Graves.
Yeah.
John?
Well, I did get help from Deb, who said she kept track of this on her wall at home throughout their entire careers, and she said it's Graves as well, so I trust her.
I'm going to go with Alexei Kovalov. That's my pick, and let's have the drum roll, please. The 11-point question for the fans. The answer is Adam Graves with 22.
Atta girl, Deb.
He beat Alex Kovalov by 1.
Good try, Sammy.
Alex must have been sick. Good job by the fans. They're back in it. The fans have tied the Geowigs and the unhappy Sam. And Joe is still in the lead.
Just call me the Washington Caps. I've caught you, Sam.
Way to go. Way to go. Great. The fans have reason to smile. Before the period starts, want to say hello to Shirley Echeverrieta, who is the mom of Damian Echeverrieta, who works for the National Hockey League in their video department, very important in the league. But Shirley underwent surgery, big Rangers fan. We know she's home recovering, and we wish her well.
Yep, glad you're home, Shirley, and hope you're feeling better.
Absolutely. Now, Tom Rennie will be feeling very good if the Rangers can protect this 2-goal lead. The Rangers this season 26-1-3 when taking a lead into the third period. Rangers getting set for a power play. They're 5th of the game. They're 2 for 4, and that man Jaromir Jagr has scored both goals.
Well, Rangers right here scoring the power play and try and force this very young, inexperienced Islander team to come back from a 3-0 lead in the third period, which is very difficult, obviously. So the Rangers can get anything here in this. Get one on this power play, they put themselves in perfect position.
Roosevelt's pass was blocked by Trent Hunter, goes all the way back. Rangers have Roosevelt and Backman with Dubinsky, Jagr, and Straka. Good play by Meyer to block the pass out.
And you got to watch Park. He's
nice.
a good penalty killer, a good shorthanded man.
Dubinsky winds it deep. Martinic missed as he tried to drive it around. Yager trying to play it out in front. Dubinsky is there. That pass taken away by Hunter.
Well, Yager got in front, but it missed both Dubinsky and Straka. Both players were all alone in front, but Dubinsky was kind of, you know, a little bit higher right in front of the net. Straka was over on the other side, and the puck went right between the two of them.
Roosevelt, hard pass to Yager. Plays it to Straka, chips it ahead. Yager in the corner. Out-muscled Davison for the puck. Straka's got it. Now Paul Marrow's just come on. Straka to Yager. Dubinsky's in front. Yager to Mara. Yager one-timer. Save. Dublowitz. Rebound. Save. As Dublowitz stops Straka. Set up to Roosevelt. He broke his stick on the shot attempt. Fata moves it to Colleton. And on to Matt Keith. Keith against Mara. That went off Mara's leg. And Dubinsky's got it with 30 seconds to go in the power play. Now Drury and Gomez. Gomez stopped by Meyer. Off the stick of Drury. Bounces wide of the net. Avery got it to Drury and around to Gomez. Avery's in front. It's off his stick. Avery and Martinic had wrestled each other down, and Avery got back in the play, but just missed that pass from Gomez.
Avery was just a little quicker to his feet than Martinic.
Final seconds of the power play. Tipped in by Gomez, gloved by Dublowitz, and he holds it. Power play is over. Rangers are 2 for 5 on the power play in the game.
Yeah, the Rangers had a few chances. Yager took a shot, and Straka was there for a rebound. Again, Yager will take this shot. That's how he scored his first 2 goals, and there's the opportunity by Straka. Good save by Dublowitz.
Yes.
In front, Dublowitz found a way to make one save and was quick to get over and use the pad and the glove to make the save on Straka.
Team's back at full strength. Rangers have Holway gone with Callahan and Dawes. In deep, Holway. Pass intended for Dawes was tipped away by Vasicek. Rangers now 7 for their last 17 over the last 4 games on the power play. Islanders are offside. As play stops.
Guerin just whacked Callahan with the stick.
Ooh.
They went down. They were the ones that got tangled up. Guerin got pushed offside. And then he whacks Callahan with the stick. Here's our Panasonic digital replay. They didn't see each other coming. Now watch what Guerin does with the stick right there. A little whack with the stick. Callahan says, what's going on here? And then Avery, this is on the power play where Avery was able to get back to his feet a little quicker than Martina.
It's time to bring back family time. Panasonic, ideas for life with our digital replays. Lead for Guerin. Breaks to the net. Pass across. Hit the post. Bergenheim hit the post. He had a wide open net off a great feed from Guerin. Berard set up to Bergenheim. He missed the net. Islanders suddenly with great life.
Rangers fell asleep. How can you allow a 2-on-0 from the neutral zone? Everybody's standing still.
And the chants and the cheers are for Henrik Lundqvist. Guerin, but Lundqvist got a little bit of help from the post on the Bergenheim shot.
Great setup.
Drury to Callahan. Callahan with a shot wide off the glass and around the boards it goes to Vasicek.
If you're the Rangers, you cannot make that type of defensive mistake with a 2-0 lead in the third period and you're trying to clinch a playoff spot against a team decimated by injury. You don't want to give them any type of life at all.
Yager goes deep against Rob Davison. Plays it back to Backlund off the glass and deep. Back behind the net. Moved around by Meyer. Straka chases it down. Yager against Davison. Yager stays with the puck. Winds it for Dubinsky. He's hit by Park. Good play by Richard Park. 4 minutes gone by. Third period. Kyle Oposo. Pass was tipped for cutting Richard Park.
Another one
behind him.
Park was open on the other side. They turned that into a 2-on-1.
It kind of goes to what you said before, Joe. The Islanders' spirit has not been broken.
No.
They're hanging in there.
No, you're not going to break, no matter what the score is, you're not going to break the spirit of a bunch of kids that are trying to make a name for themselves in the National Hockey League.
Martinic with a shot into the midsection of Lundqvist, and he holds it. 4:24 gone by, third period.
Now, you know, it should not happen that there's a 2-on-0 against you when everyone is standing kind of in the neutral zone, and Sean Bergenheim had the last chance. But look, long pass, Guerin gets behind a couple of Rangers, and then the pass to Bergenheim. It was 2-on-0, and Bergenheim had a wide open net and shot it to the far side. Bergenheim is going to play for Team Finland in the upcoming World Championships. He's had a good year for the Islanders.
Avery to Gomez. To Pruka, went off his skate. He tried to kick it to his stick, but never got the stick on it. Some good passing, but the Rangers fail to capitalize on a scoring chance. Avery gloved the puck down and shoots it in. Hillen. Marcinek moving it up the boards. Gomez, nice play to get it to Avery. Now Pruka, and it was tipped away by Hillen. Pruka with a good job in the corner. Forced a turnover. The puck out of the zone. And Dawes goes back to get it. 5:15 gone by, third period.
Sam Pruka kind of reminds me of Callahan when he was going through that stretch where he couldn't score, and that's what Pruka needs. Pruka needs a little bit of good luck, I think, just to kind of get him going.
Dawes. Now Callahan toward the net, and Dawes tried a deflection that just went through him and wide. Outlet for Bergenheim. He couldn't handle it. All the way down. Tooten races to the puck. It's an icing on the Islanders. 5:39 gone by, third period.
Now Pruka in front of the net, stick on the ice, and here comes the pass. Now it was a tough pass. It's the only place that Gomez could go to get the puck through, but as you saw, Pruka try to have to use the left skate, and then Dawes in front on a shot by Callahan fails to redirect that.
Rangers trying to hold on to the lead and clinch a playoff spot. And another icing on the Islanders. 5:49 gone by in the third period. This April, MSG rocks with concerts, movies, and the Rangers race for the playoffs. Don't miss the Foo Fighters sold-out garden show on the WAMU MSG concert series. Foo Fighters premieres April 15th. MSG rocks this April.
You and I should go to that.
I think so. I think we'd have a good time.
I know if we're in town. Get us a couple of good seats.
We might be involved in the playoffs.
Off day, Sam.
Oh, okay.
It's an off day.
Backman pressured on the play by Bergenheim. Good effort by Bergenheim. Drury trying to move it out. Kept in by Drew Fata. And cleared out by Nigel Dawes. Fata, whose brother Rico once played for the Rangers. Sent in by Jason Strudwick.
He's still in Pittsburgh's organization.
Not sure where Rico is.
Could really skate, couldn't he?
Oh, one of the fastest.
Great speed.
Taken deep by Blake Como. Very high draft pick was Rico with Calgary. Never quite made it. Davison got knocked down by Strudwick. Set up for Oposo, but he missed his shot. Holwig may have gotten a piece of his stick. Myers pass to Blake Como. Nice cut. Como with a shot. Kind of a change of pace, and it's stopped by Lundqvist. With 7:02 gone by in the third, and the Rangers leading. One in the conference. The Rangers, as you see, fifth. Ottawa right behind, just 1 point behind with a 3-1 lead, as Al told you. Philadelphia's got two tough games coming up, as Joe mentioned earlier. They play the Devils at home tomorrow night, and then Sunday they finish up at home against Pittsburgh.
What a game they played last night with Pittsburgh. Battle each other. Boy, oh boy, was that a hard-fought game.
Pittsburgh finally coming out on top with a win.
Meanwhile,
Washington and Tampa Bay still 1-1. Yager feet across. Saul shoots but missed the net. Vinsky against Rob Davison. Set up to Straka. He scores! Marty Straka gives the Rangers a 3-0 lead.
And Sam, I think that shot deflected off of Freddie Myers' stick and just threw off to Binsky a little bit. We'll get another look here. But wide open, I think it hit the stick of Freddie Meyer. There's the shot. Yeah, see, it deflects off the blade of his stick and changes direction. And then you can see Dubowitz just drops his stick. Here's the deflection. Off the blade. He's going left. When it hits the blade of the stick, it deflects right. And Straka with a huge goal for the Rangers. They can breathe a little bit now at 3-0 with 12:20 to go.
A 3-0 lead. And it's been that line of Straka, Dubowitz, and Dubinsky, excuse me, and Jágr that have produced all 3 goals. 2 on the power play, and now the third one at even strength. Gomez tied up by Vasicek. Dubinsky and Roosevelt get the assists. Roosevelt's second assist in the game.
By the way, Drury had to go to the Rangers locker room for a skate repair.
It's about the 3rd player tonight
Yes.
that's had to go to the locker room for equipment issues. Drury is in the hallway waiting for the next stoppage of play. A lot of Rangers fans here at Nassau Coliseum with a "Let's Go Rangers" chant with 11:20 to go. Straka gets his 14 from Dubinsky and Roosevelt at 7:39. Straka with the goal and the assist. Dubinsky 2 assists. Roosevelt 2 assists. Backman back for the goal, for the puck. Plays it off the boards, took a hit. Mara.
By the way, in that Washington game, a scary moment. Ovechkin blocked a shot right at the end of the second period, left the game, but has returned. Anytime he leaves because of any type of potential injury, they hold their collective breaths in Washington. And he should be the MVP of the year. I don't think there's any question.
And the chant from Ranger fans, and there's a large contingent here, is "Season's over." Don't forget, following tonight's game, we've got post-game coverage on Hockey Night Live. Hope you'll stay tuned. And then following Hockey Night Live post-game coverage with interviews from the locker room, it's MSGNY presented by ChevyOffers.com and hosted by the coach, Jonathan Coachman. Chris Drury is back on the Rangers bench. Equipment fixed. Glove save made by Lundqvist. Dropped the puck in covers with 10:23 to go in the 3rd period. And the Rangers getting closer to clinching a playoff spot for the 3rd consecutive season.
Kyle Oposo saying this morning, I said, what's the biggest difference at this level? He says the defensemen always have their stick in the right position. He says it's just, you know, you got to learn to get around that. Now the Rangers are going to be on the power play again.
Richard Park hooked. Dubinsky, I believe it was Park. Yes, Park for hooking. As Dubinsky moved up. We go to Hockey Night Live studios for an update. Here's Al Troutwig.
Sam, not only is Alexander Ovechkin back, but he scores a goal that few can think of. It's number 65 in a record-setting season. The Capitals have the lead over the Tampa Bay Lightning. What a shot. Back to Sam and Joe.
That guy is something special. Thanks, Al. What a player. He is just having a fantastic season. And even if the Caps don't make the playoffs, in my mind, he's the MVP.
He is. There's no question about that.
65 goals for Alexander Ovechkin.
Sam, when a team is able to shut him down in a game, it's like you have to go out and have a celebration.
That's right. Power play Rangers, they're 6th of the game. Gomez shoots wide. Gomez, Drury, Avery, Girardi, and Mara for the power play. Matt Keith toward the net, off the skate of Mara. Shot by Colleton goes wide. 9:30 to go, 3rd period. Rangers scored on their first 2 power plays of the game. In the 1st period, Jaromir Jágr got both. The power play, I think, has looked pretty good overall, Joe. Even the times when they didn't score.
Yeah, when they move the puck, and then the player that ends up open for the shot is responsible for shooting, and that's what they're doing. Jágr, I mean, the big difference in Jágr's game is he's shooting the puck when he gets it in those areas instead of holding on to it and then moving it back. taking the shot. Good things are happening.
Sorry, Joe. Backman has come on. Yager, Dubinsky, Roosevelt, and Straka. Here comes Yager to the net. And a save by Dublowitz.
Oh, what a pass from Backman. Beautiful pass from Backman to Spring Yager. Backman carried the puck up the ice slowly, waited for Yager to make the move, and then just gave him the perfect pass to spring him in all alone.
Straka's pass broken up at the line. Rangers have not had a hat trick this season. And Yager looking for one there on that last opportunity. 12 seconds to go on the power play. Lead to Yager. Controls the puck and finds Dubinsky. Gets it back. Now Dubinsky. Straka. Straka looking. Yager comes around the net. Tootin shoots. Save by Dublowitz through a screen. Power play is over. Here's Straka. Now Yager. Rangers 2 for 6 on the power play in the game. Down low, it's Straka. Rangers controlling and moving it well. 7:55 to go, third period. Yager takes it away from Hillen. Straka back to Roosevelt. Now Tootin with a wrister. And I believe Dublowitz got a piece of that. And without a stick is Matt Keith. He goes to the bench. And Sean Bergenheim comes across. Bergenheim fires wide. Puck goes up into the netting. 7:28 to go in the third. It's 3-0 Rangers. Point out of this game, Rangers would be in. Time for our IO digital replay. Joe, here are the goals.
Yager, the shot. Goal.
Power
Screen
play.
in front. That's a power play goal. That made it 1-0. Now, good job by Roosevelt here to keep the play alive. Dubinsky to Yager. The shot. Goal. 2-0. Power play goal. That's 2 power play goals, Sam. And then this little play here. The shot by Straka redirected in off the stick of the Islander defenseman. 3-0.
7:15 to go in the third. Bergenheim takes it away. Nice play by Tootin coming over. Tootin has been skating better tonight than I think he has in the last couple of games. He has moved well and helped out his partner, Dan Girardi. I think there have been good communication in the defensive zone between the two.
You know, we mentioned earlier, again, Henrik Lundqvist has played a good game. He had to make some big saves early in this game, but there haven't been many rebound chances by the Islanders in this game. So the defensemen and forwards in front of him have been able to do a nice job on the puck on that first shot.
Rob Davison with the puck behind the Islander net. Now they move up ice. Blake Como. Park tips it ahead. Roosevelt beaten to it by Como. Como around the net. Backhander save made with the right pad. Shot by Martinic is blocked. Oh, Como with a good move around the net. And
boy, he holds on to the puck, doesn't he? He just waits and waits. That's a good play.
That puck almost out of the zone. Was kept in on the line. Park gets to it. And Gomez with a good play. Knocked away from him. Kruka couldn't clear. Oposo. Now it's moved ahead by Martinic, but gave it away to Roosevelt, who chipped it off the glass. 5:50 to go in the third. 3-0. Rangers leading.
I think this has been the Islanders' best line. They got the 2 young kids, Como on one side, Oposo on the other, and Park, who is not normally a center iceman, has been forced to play that because of injuries. And they've been a nice line.
Nice rush down the ice by Hillen. The shot stopped by Lundqvist. Backman bangs it off the glass. Martinic keeps it in. Miro Chatan checked by Paul Mara. Good block behind the net by Franz Nielsen, and he gets tied up by Drury. Nielsen stays with it. Hunter moves it across for Martinic, but Dawes couldn't clear. Nice play by Martinic. Callahan able to lift it out. Dawes trying to take it away from Martinic. Callahan brings it in. Callahan against Berard. Centers. It was blocked. And Trent Hunter takes over. 4:50 to go in the third. Long pass. Tipped by Backman. And off the netting. Play stops with 4. Back here at Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Jaromir Jagr with a 2-goal night. His line mates. Marty Straka with 2 points, a goal and an assist. Brandon Dubinsky 2 assists. And Tom Reddy's team is 4 minutes 46 seconds away from clinching a playoff spot.
What races, though? I mean, it's been a fun year, hasn't it, Sam? I mean, the races on both sides. I mean, here we are going to the final weekend, and still up to the game starting tonight. Only 4 teams in the East clinch playoff spots. Nobody knows what the matchups are going to be yet in either conference. Not even. We're going to have to wait until Sunday.
Very indicative of parity, especially in this conference, but throughout the league. Still a couple of races to be decided in the Western Conference as well. 6 teams are in. Bergenheim with a takeaway, moving in, and Girardi takes it right back. Good defensive play. Straka against Berard. Straka finds Yager. Try to get it back to him. Vasicek takes over. Vasicek. Roosevelt with a good play. Mark Stahl was tripped up on the nice move. Bergenheim got his stick on his skate. And Stahl made a nifty move. No call on the play. And it's brought the other way by Rob Davison. Stahl back for the puck. Pressured by Richard Park. Moves it up to Avery. Dublowitz. And Avery getting involved with Freddie Meyer. 3.5 minutes to go. Now Avery sets up in front.
Avery felt he got hit up high.
Don't forget, Hockey Night Live post-game coverage coming up. Interviews from the locker room with John Giannone. And that'll be followed by, Avery was shoved to the boards by Meyer. That's a penalty. And Avery wants to get back at Freddie Meyer. It'll be a Rangers power play.
Well, if they first came together as they were going into the zone, you'll see Avery gets hit here. He thought that was a high hit, so he had some words with Freddie Meyer. And then right at the end of the shift, Avery goes back to the net. Gets a little shot in himself. And then as the Rangers move the puck back and forth behind the net, Gomez, Avery, back and forth, you'll see Meyer come in once and then this one here. The last push from behind, and down goes Avery. So Meyer gets penalized, and the Rangers with the power play with 3:11 to go and a 3-0 lead.
And don't forget, post-game coverage on Hockey Night Live, followed by MSGNY, presented by ChevyOffers.com. Jonathan Coachman, your host. Rangers power play, their 7th of the game, 2 for 6. They scored on the first 2 and gave the Rangers the lead that they have protected throughout. 2:50 remaining in the game. Rangers leading 3-0. Steal by Martinek. Moving in and shooting, glove save by Lundqvist.
He's been the best player in the game, Lundqvist.
Gomez. Rangers set up the power play. And again, the chance for Henrik. Yager down low. Gomez with that may have been a pass looking for a tip at the side of the net by Yager.
It was.
Yager's got 2 goals. The puck given away, and Hunter clears it out. So Yager on with this other group, Avery, or rather Drury and Gomez for a while as they complete a line change now.
You know what Tom Rennie did? Yager started another power play, went to the bench for a rest, and then Rennie put him back out there with the next unit.
Looking for a possible hat trick here. Dubinsky. Now Straka. 35 seconds in the power play. 1:40 to go in the game. Yager with a puck. Straka. Dubinsky is at the top of the crease. Pass deflected. Stuffed in. Try stop by Dublowitz. Roosevelt came in from the point. Nice move. Lundqvist. Long pass to Yager. Islanders were changing. The shot. Save Dublowitz. Yager. Pass across. Save Dublowitz on Dubinsky.
What a pass from Lundqvist. That would have been perfect. The game he's played. Why not add an assist to it?
1:10 to go. Power play is over. Rangers 2 for 7 on the power play in the game. The cheers you hear are coming from Ranger fans. With 1 minute to go, it's 3-0 Rangers. Shot by Avery, saved by Dublowitz. Banged off the boards. Girardi with 50 seconds. Deflected up into the netting. Just under 47 seconds to go in the game.
Now here's the shorthanded chance. Perfect read by Martinic on the pass from Mera, and Lundqvist again with another save. His first saves have been excellent, and then here's Lundqvist attempting to get an assist in the game, and Dublowitz with one good save, and then made a couple other ones after that, including that one on Dubinsky.
Good night for Jaromir Jagr. Good night for Henrik Lundqvist. And a big night for the Rangers. Bergenheim stopped by Girardi.
That's a good play. Again, the Islanders get a 3-on-2 break from their own zone right off the faceoff.
Leda Pruka lost control, falls down. 25 seconds to go. Chance for Henrik Lundqvist. Avery behind the net. Pruka in front. It's knocked away. 15 seconds to go. And we've got a fight going on behind the Islander net.
Avery's involved.
Pruka was wrapped up with Drew Fata.
That Davison.
Probably Rob Davison.
He's a big guy, big, strong, tough guy is Rob Davison.
Mostly a wrestling match here.
Now the Rangers will get the puck in front. And there's Fata and Avery. And then the push, Fata, he and Avery. Here comes Davison in on the play, and a good job by Pruka to help out. So Davison heads to the locker room. Avery will probably do the same thing.
8.7 seconds remaining, and following this game, it's MSG's Hockey Night Live. We'll have coverage live from the locker room. John Giannone will be down there. It's all coming up next, followed by MSGNY, presented by ChevyOffers.com. Jonathan Coachman, your host tonight. That's coming up at 10 o'clock. A lot of coverage to come. Tom Rennie, 8.7 seconds away from a playoff berth. Avery gets 2. Davison gets 2 in the wrestling match at 9:51. 2 minutes each for roughing. Final seconds. Martinic lines up. One more save for Lundqvist. The New York Rangers are in the playoffs. They have shut out the Islanders 3-0, 3 straight years. Tom Rennie has led the Rangers to the playoffs. And Henrik Lundqvist, with his 10th shutout of the season, now leads the NHL and gets his 37th win. He's had back-to-back 37-win seasons, and for the Rangers, first time a Rangers goaltender has had 10 shutouts in a season since 1928-29. Even I wasn't there, Joe.
No?
Not for that one. Jaromir Jagr, big night with 2 goals. 5 goals in his last 6 games, and the Rangers have clinched a playoff spot on the 80th game of the season.
Well, you know, Sam, it wasn't easy, and it was similar to last season when they had to have a big run in the second part of the season, the last third of the season, really. They did that again this year, and for Tom Rennie, you know what? It was to me, he got the young kids on the team to start playing important roles, and then coming down the stretch here when they needed the big guns to come up with important games and important goals, he got that. Jagr tonight with a couple of goals. Drury we've talked about for he's been marvelous the last 6 weeks or 2 months. Gomez, so those top players, and Shanahan didn't play in this, but he certainly had a role through this as well. So they found a way to win some important games and get all these points coming down the stretch.
And this was the final seconds ticking off, and the congratulations for his assistant coaches. They did a terrific job. Perry Pern, Mike Polino, and for Henrik Lundqvist, boy, does that feel good.
Yeah.
29 saves. He leads the NHL with 25 saves, excuse me. He leads the NHL with 10 shutouts. For Jaromir Jagr, the #1 star of the game. The Oppenheimer Funds Team Contributor Award goes to Jaromir Jagr with 2 goals in the game. Oppenheimer Funds, the right way to invest. And let's be realistic. this was expected. The Rangers, with the moves they made in the offseason, were expected to make the playoffs. It was tough, but they're there, and now a whole new season begins.
I agree
next
with
week.
you. I agree. That's why it was a subdued reaction by Tom Rennie and his coaching staff on the bench. This is something that he does after every win. He shakes the hands of his players, but again, that reaction was subdued because of his expectations as well.
And now it's a matter of playoff position. The Rangers still have a chance to get to 4th place in the Eastern Conference, but the Devils will have a say in that. Each team with 2 games remaining. Rangers and the Islanders tomorrow night at the Garden. Rangers play at the Devils Sunday. Devils have the Flyers and Rangers left on their schedule. Ottawa is right behind. And let's not forget the Hummer Metro Ice Challenge. The Rangers have tied the Islanders, each team 10-3-1. That means it gets decided tomorrow night. And the points acquired are in games among the 3 local teams in head-to-head competition. Hummer and Madison Square Garden will donate a combined total of $50,000 to the winning team's choice of charity. Next game in the Metro Ice Challenge tomorrow night at the Garden, Rangers and the Islanders. And don't forget, coming up next, Hockey Night Live post-game coverage. John Giannone will be in the locker room with interviews with the head coach and the players, and that'll be followed by MSGNY at 10 o'clock. Jonathan Coachman hosting tonight, and a big night for the New York Rangers as they continue on a good run. They have gotten points out of 20 of their last 23 games, 15 wins, and a terrific effort for the Rangers. We go down to the locker room where John is standing by with Tom Rennie.
All right, Sam, thanks very much. The head coach of the Rangers for the 3rd straight year takes his team to the postseason. Tom, congratulations. You never lost faith publicly, and I'm sure privately, that this team would get to this spot. Why were you so confident?
Well, you know, Glenn and Shoney, and before that, Donnie Maloney put a pretty good team together for me to work with. And these are great men that want badly to win. And sometimes we're our own worst enemy. But even that, you know, gives you strength as a coach to understand that they want it that bad.
We saw you talk to the team after the game. What was the message you wanted to impart with them?
Well, just you know, understand that we've done something special here now, but at the same time, we have a lot of work ahead of us, and starting with tomorrow night's game.
How much work do you feel you have to do based on what you saw tonight? Were you rather displeased despite the result?
Not necessarily. I mean, our power play was good, obviously, and you know, I thought we battled through some adversity that we'd almost created for ourselves, and therein is your answer. I thought that we turned the puck over a little too much. We have to be a much tidier team moving into postseason play, and if we want a 4th spot, you know, or a good seed, we have to be better than we were tonight.
Did you see again more signs of what you're really looking for from the power play?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you've got to shoot it. You have to have traffic. It was a great screen by Marty Straka on Yogg's first goal, and that's what we need to have. And you know, along with the requisite work habits against any penalty kill, you should have some success at least on your PP.
What's your blueprint for these last 2 games? What do you hope to accomplish?
We have to play a complete game. You know, we have to have 5 guys that are relentless in all 3 zones with and without the puck, and make sure that that line that was just on the ice sets the tone for the next line. And you know, that's how I think you have to play in the playoffs, and we've got to practice doing it properly now.
Tell me about your personal sense of satisfaction and pride you feel, and also the fact that, was there ever a point during the season getting late where you maybe doubted whether this was going to happen?
No, I never doubted it, naturally. I mean, sometimes, as we all should, I think you're a little bit introspective if in fact you're doing the right things yourself. But these guys never left me alone, and never let me to dwell on my own mistakes, which I make. There's no question about that. But the bottom line is that, you know, this is a team that can be as good as it wants to be, and really we have outstanding leadership and a group of guys that want badly to win. I just happen to be the right guy in the right place.
Tom Rennie, congratulations.
Thank you.
3 straight seasons in the playoffs for the Rangers. Sam, back to you.
Man who always deflects the praise around the room to his assistants.